Hi everybody, it's Dr. Bridget Young from babyformulaexpert.com. Thanks, Allie. I'm coming to you live from New York City. Dave and I are celebrating our anniversary, and I left the babies for the very first time. It was very emotional, but I'm so excited. And so I thought it was very appropriate to talk about why I never pump and dump. We had a wedding last night, and it was so much fun. I hit the booze pretty hard. I've looked at sorority girl voice today. It's very embarrassing. But I did a happy hour Q&A a couple months ago about when you should pump and dump. And I just explained the science behind how alcohol gets from your blood into your milk, how much gets in there, and how you should make the decision whether or not to nurse if you've been drinking. And I have a pretty liberal stance and think that in general, if you're a responsible person and you're not, going Lindsay Lohan style, then it's totally fine. With that being said, I never pump and dump. And if you are a mom and you're pumping, cheers to you. You understand I work hard for that milk. It is such a pain. And like pouring milk down the drain is probably one of the most demoralizing things I've ever done. So I take a totally different approach, and I'm going to share my hack with you, and then hopefully it helps you save. I know it's like 5 ounces at most that you're dealing with, but I hear you, girl. It's so much. You don't want to dump that shit. So this is what I do instead. When I have had one or two cocktails, let's be honest, if I've just had one cocktail, I'll just nurse the baby. Last night, New York City got the best of me, and I did have probably more than I should. So when we were back at our Airbnb, I was pumping before bed, and this is what I do. You have to plan ahead a little bit. So I had my little bags of milk ready to go, and then I put it in the breast milk bag, and I like draw a skull and crossbones on it with a big black X to remind me like, ooh, this is boozy milk. And then it's very simple, just freeze it. Now, if you have a really tiny baby, like if you have a newborn, put it in your freezer and save it. Don't feed it to a newborn. Save it until the baby's at least like 5 months old, ideally older, because just their livers are a little bigger then, they're a little more mature, they can handle a little more. And then what you do is you thaw it and you just dilute it out. So my baby goes to daycare 3 days a week, and I have to bring in 3 bottles pre-made and ready to go. So what I do is, when I go back, I'll thaw this 4 ounces of quite boozy milk. And then breast milk, as you know, is good in the refrigerator for several days. So then I stretch out the boozy milk over 9 bottles, so 3 days worth of daycare. So each time he's getting some of the boozy milk, it's like half an ounce at most, half an ounce to an ounce, diluted up with another 5 ounces of sober breast milk. And at that point, if you watched my other happy hour Q&A about drinking and breast milk, you know that the amount of booze, the amount of alcohol in the breast milk is the same as your blood alcohol content at the time that you pump. So 0.08 is the legal limit, and that's pretty far gone. But that's 0.08% in the milk that he's drinking. And then if you dilute that out, I can't even do the math. If you say divide that by 5, it's so little. And if your baby's 5 months old, that little bit, I don't even think they're going to detect it. There's that much like ambient alcohol in a lot of things that you and I eat, like juice. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to share today, because I'm at a friend's house and we're not going to go to dinner yet because our reservations aren't until 9:30. Oh my God, my friends are so cool. Like 9:30, that is so past my bedtime. I'm gonna stick it out. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope that helps you. So again, I have to say, this is not an excuse to go all like Jersey Shore every weekend and then feel okay about giving it to your baby. But this is especially for the mom who hasn't had a glass of wine, who really needs a break. Feel free. And for the mom who's really conservative and doesn't want to nurse after drinking, then don't. Just pump the milk, save it, and then you can dilute it out with other pumped milk so that you're not wasting the milk, but then you're also not nursing your baby after you've overindulged a little bit. So I want to end with my mantra that our culture really underestimates and undervalues mom's health, and that mother's mental health and her stress level is actually really important to the baby. Babies pick up on that. Their development depends on interaction with mom. And so we need to be prioritizing mothers a little bit more. And so again, this message is for the mom that has deprived herself. You know, if you need a night out with your girlfriends and you want to have a couple glasses of wine, you have my permission to do so. And now you have the knowledge about what to do with your milk, so that you're not dumping it because it is so precious to have. And you're also not risking your baby's health. So I hope that helps you. I'm going to go back to enjoying my cocktail with my friends and go out to our late to sexy dinner. And I will see you guys next week. I'll be back at home with that boring no makeup and babies. But it's nice to escape for a little bit. Okay, you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see everybody next week. Bye.